Here we have the WeatherAction long-range extreme events around the world forecast. The success rate of these forecasts around the world is still running at about 85%, and the hit rate for the United States and Canada is about 90%. Okay, this July, the first significant time window where we're going to have a major solar weather impact period, as we call it under our solar weather technique, is July the 6th and 7th, or 6th to 8th, where we're expecting interesting pressure developments in the northwestern part of the North American continent. So there'll be very heavy rain in Alaska and in British Columbia, and probably the northern parts of the western USA as well. That will cause local flooding and probably be the wettest prolonged period for some years, many years. Around the same time as that, there will be, in the period 6th to 8th of July, we're expecting a very windy situation in the southeast of Australia. Now it's winter there, so we're not talking about the summer tropical cyclone, we're talking about kind of a winter storm there. Be rather uncomfortable. Southeast Australia, Canberra, that sort of region. Now then, moving on to the tropical storms in the northern hemisphere. The news for the Atlantic is there will continue to be a deficit of tropical storms in the Atlantic, Caribbean and Gulf of Mexico. However, we do expect there will be one around the 20th to 22nd of July, which will probably form in the Atlantic and will not form much threat to anybody, but nevertheless it will be interesting. The news though for the American continent on this side of it is lack of storms. Now that we come to the Pacific, there's going to be a lot of typhoon developments this July. Will be above average for July in the West-North Pacific certainly, and probably also in the Eastern Pacific. The main time windows for the West-North Pacific are going to be formations very likely near the to the east of the Philippines and Taiwan, the main area for formation, and possibly the South China Sea, but main area most likely that. And there was very likely to be landfall into the Philippines and Taiwan, or both. And the main time windows for this are the 2nd to 4th of July, the 6th to 8th of July, the 9th to 11th of July, and the 14th to 16th of July. And then there's going to be two weaker developments, probably just amounting to tropical depressions, around the 19th to 21st and the 23rd to 25th. And then at the end of the month, 29th to 31st, very major typhoon developments in the West-North Pacific. Landfall hits likely, deluges, very strong winds, death and destruction, unless measures are taken. Now, in parallel with that, there's going to be likely in the eastern Pacific of Mexico tropical cyclone or typhoon formation as well. Now, all the time windows for the West-North Pacific will be paralleled by developments in the East Pacific. This is not always the case, but we're expecting that to be the case this year. The periods, the 20th to the 19th to 21st and 23rd to 25th, the week periods though, for the West-North will probably not amount to anything in the East Pacific. But the other time windows will be important. The last tropical storm forecast to make for July is going to be the Bay of Bengal. We're expecting a formation in the period 20th to 22nd of July. Currently 50% likely to be some sort of landfall hit in India, Bangladesh or Burma, but we still have to do more work on that. So we put the figure at 50% now. Alright, that's the end of the WeatherAction long range extreme event forecast for July 2001.